Outrage of the Week segment tonight. As you may know, sanctuary cities all across the USA are refusing to obey a very simple federal request that when an undocumented immigrant commits a crime and is put in jail, the city or county informs Homeland Security.
The city of New York shields from the feds undocumented immigrants who commit what are deemed to be lesser offenses, but they include drunk driving and grand larceny. If you're a drunk driver and you're an undocumented immigrant, why should there be a place for you in this country?
Jake, there are 170 offenses in that law that are listed as serious and violent crimes that lead to automatic cooperation between the city of New York and our federal partners.
Is grand larceny or drunk driving a very minor offense?
Drunk driving that does not lead to any other negative outcome, I could define as that.
So, New York City Mayor de Blasio says drunk driving not a major offense. Joining us now from New York, Judge Jeanine Pirro, who anchors her own program on FNC at 9 p.m. Saturday evening. So, Mothers Against Drunk Driving, outraged, people who have lost loved ones and, the carnage. They can't believe what they're hearing from de Blasio. What do you say?
You know what? As someone who has prosecuted these cases, I've sat on a judge in these cases, this man, de Blasio, the mayor of New York City, does not deserve to be the mayor, and I'll tell you why. For him to decide that, oh, I've got 170 different crimes that I think are worthy of being considered, but drunk driving isn't, and Bill, by the way, neither is sexual abuse or sexually motivated felonies or forcible touching, but I digress on that. He thinks that drunk driving that doesn't, quote, lend to any other negative outcome shouldn't be included. Therefore, if you're illegal and you committed DWI, we're going to protect you in a sanctuary city. That not only is protecting illegals who are criminals, it is putting Americans in danger of an illegal. So he has made a decision that if you're illegal and you want to commit a crime in New York City, we're going to take care of you. And if you're an American, we are going to endanger your life by keeping this illegal here.
You're still subject to the state law.
Yeah.
They don't just dismiss the charges, but welfare fraud is included on this list that de Blasio will not inform.
Right.
And grand larceny. I mean, major. So you're right in the sense that de Blasio is basically saying, look, I'll decide what crimes I'm going to cooperate with on the federal government level. So the question then becomes, it's outrageous on its face. I think 90% of our viewers watching right now would say it's wrong. It's wrong morally. It's wrong politically. It's wrong public safety-wise. So why? Why does de Blasio put himself in this position of basically giving his own people the finger? That's what he's doing.
He's giving his own people the finger. And if you think about drunk driving for a minute, where is it more dangerous to be a drunk driver? In New York City, where there are hordes of people at any given time walking on a sidewalk or walking in the street? Look, if you believe in America and everything that we stand for, it's time to demand an end to these criminal enclaves and anarchists, socialists, whatever you want to call this guy, who believes that for some reason these illegals who violated our laws to come here in the first place, who then violate our laws again and thumb their noses at us, have a right to stay here and re-victimize Americans. And by the way, Bill, do you know that before a drunk driver is arrested, the average statistic is that they drive drunk 80 times before they're ever convicted of a crime?
Before they're caught.
That's
now,
ridiculous.
You said for some reason. Do you know the reason de Blasio is this out there?
I can't get into his mind. I think he's a half-wit.
You don't know?
I don't think a guy
has half-wit.
He doesn't have the right to decide what is more criminal or what is the worst felony. Because to me, you talk to me about sexual abuse in the second degree or forcible touching, I could tell you stories that make your hair stand up, Phil. And this guy doesn't have the right to say that because you're an illegal, I'm going to protect you from deportation, and I'm going to make sure that more people are subject to your forcible touching or sexual abuse. This man does not deserve to be in this country. And by the way, if you want to make sure that more people who are criminals are out of jail and outside of the hand of justice, let some Americans out of jail.
I'm about it, 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 I'm about it. Play the game for quotas, yeah, I keep it 100. Play the game for quotas, yeah, I keep it 100.